11 Stoic Principles for Life Transformation. Life can feel overwhelming at times, especially when we face unexpected challenges, experience personal failures, or feel overwhelmed by external demands. In such moments, many of us look for guidance, something to help us gain perspective and find a sense of peace amidst the chaos. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece over 2,000 years ago, offers a powerful framework for living with wisdom, resilience, and calmness in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed that the key to happiness and peace lies not in changing our circumstances but in transforming how we relate to them. In this expanded version, we will explore the 11 Stoic principles that, when practiced consistently, can help transform your life. With each principle, we'll dive deeper into its meaning, how it can be applied in the real world, and the examples of individuals who have used these ideas to create lasting positive change. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. The first and most fundamental Stoic principle is to focus on what is within your control and to let go of what is not. This is often called the circle of control. Everything in life can be broken down into two categories: things you can control and things you cannot. The Stoics emphasized that our thoughts, beliefs, and actions fall under our control, while external events, the actions of others, and natural phenomena do not. Imagine you're waiting for a job interview, and your car breaks down. You cannot control the situation, but you can control how you respond. Instead of spiraling into frustration or anxiety, you could calmly call a tow truck, let the company know you'll be late, and adjust your plans accordingly. The key here is not to waste energy on things outside of your control. Accept the breakdown as an unfortunate event, and focus on your response. In the hustle culture of modern-day America, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we can control everything: our success, our relationships, our image. But in reality, there are many things we cannot influence. By applying the principle of focusing only on what is within your control, you can free yourself from unnecessary stress and create a life of peace. Focus on virtue, not outcomes. In Stoicism, the ultimate goal is to live a virtuous life, acting with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Unlike modern society, which often measures success based on external outcomes, like wealth, status, or accolades, the Stoics teach that true success lies in cultivating these virtues. By focusing on virtuous actions rather than the results, we free ourselves from the need for approval or recognition. Imagine you are an artist who has poured months into creating a piece of work. You might worry about how the art will be received: will people like it, will it sell, will it earn you fame? According to Stoic philosophy, these external results should not be your primary concern. Instead, your focus should be on creating the art with dedication, integrity, and skill, regardless of the outcome. In this way, you align your actions with your values, rather than seeking validation from external sources. In today's society, especially in the US, where success is often measured by career status, financial wealth, and material possessions, this principle is incredibly powerful. Instead of measuring your self-worth based on the latest job title or Instagram follower count, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Whether it's being a loving parent, an ethical entrepreneur, or a dedicated student, prioritize living virtuously over chasing external rewards. Embrace adversity as a teacher. The Stoics believe that adversity is not something to be avoided or feared but embraced as a valuable teacher. Instead of seeing difficulties as obstacles or punishments, Stoicism encourages us to view them as opportunities for personal growth. Adversity strengthens us, builds our resilience, and teaches us important lessons about our character. Consider the example of Thomas Edison, who faced countless failures before inventing the light bulb. Each failure taught him something new about the process and brought him one step closer to success. Instead of seeing his mistakes as setbacks, Edison embraced them, learning from each one. In a world that often glorifies success and perfection, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Consider someone who has faced a major career setback, such as being laid off or failing at a startup. Instead of succumbing to despair, a Stoic might ask themselves, "What is this teaching me?" Perhaps it's an opportunity to pivot, learn new skills, or build greater resilience for future endeavors. Adversity, when viewed through the lens of Stoicism, becomes a stepping stone to greater self-awareness and personal development. Live in the present moment. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is to live fully in the present moment. Too often, we are either dwelling on the past, replaying old mistakes or regrets, or worrying about the future. Both of these tendencies distract us from the only time that truly exists, the present. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy on the here and now, making the most of every moment. You might spend hours reflecting on a past mistake or worrying about an upcoming exam, but this only steals your attention from the present. A Stoic would remind you that the present moment is all that you can influence. If you're at dinner with friends, be there fully, enjoying their company without distractions. If you're working on a project, give it your full attention. In modern life, where distractions are everywhere, constant notifications, emails, social media feeds, it can be challenging to remain present. But practicing mindfulness, or simply focusing on one task at a time, can help us reconnect with the present moment. Whether it's taking a walk in nature, spending quality time with loved ones, or simply pausing to breathe deeply, living in the present is a powerful way to reclaim peace and purpose. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization, a core practice of Stoicism, involves imagining the worst-case scenario so that we are mentally prepared for the challenges life might throw our way. This may sound counterintuitive, but by imagining loss or hardship, we come to appreciate what we have, and we reduce our fear of the unknown. Instead of being caught off guard by setbacks, we face them with calm acceptance. Let's say you're preparing to launch a new business. Instead of just hoping for success, a Stoic would encourage you to imagine what would happen if the business fails. Perhaps you lose money, disappoint your investors, or face public criticism. By visualizing these worst-case outcomes, you're preparing yourself mentally to deal with them. This doesn't mean you should expect failure, but that you'll be ready for it if it comes, and in doing so, you reduce the anxiety that fear of the unknown brings. Negative visualization can be particularly useful in our fast-paced, success-driven society, where failure is often seen as the end of the world. Imagine preparing for an important exam, visualizing the worst-case scenario, that you fail, helps you appreciate the preparation you've already done and reduces the fear of failure. This allows you to approach challenges with a clear mind and a calm attitude. Act according to nature. For the Stoics, living according to nature means aligning your actions with your true purpose and values. Each person has a unique role in the world, and by acting in harmony with your nature, your strengths, values, and purpose, you can lead a fulfilling life. Let's say you're someone who values creativity and innovation. If your job requires you to work in a routine, uncreative environment, you may feel stifled. Acting according to nature means aligning your actions with your true self. You might choose to pursue a career that allows you to express your creativity or create space in your current role to innovate. In a society that often emphasizes conformity, Stoicism encourages you to embrace your uniqueness. Whether it's choosing a career path that aligns with your passions, standing up for your values in difficult situations, or simply being authentic in your relationships, living according to your nature leads to a life of purpose and fulfillment. The obstacle is the way. This principle teaches that obstacles are not things to avoid but opportunities for growth. The Stoics believed that the path to success is often paved with challenges, and instead of seeing these obstacles as hindrances, we should embrace them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor. During his time in concentration camps, Frankl found a way to turn his suffering into an opportunity for growth. He developed a therapeutic technique called logotherapy, which emphasizes finding meaning in suffering. For Frankl, the obstacles he faced became the very source of his greatest life's work. If you're facing a significant challenge, such as dealing with a difficult boss, managing a personal crisis, or even pursuing a challenging goal, remember that these obstacles may contain the very lessons you need to grow. Embracing adversity as part of the process allows you to face life with confidence, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for transformation. Value inner freedom over external circumstances. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from within. While external circumstances, such as wealth, status, and material possessions, may provide temporary satisfaction, they do not lead to lasting happiness. True freedom, according to Stoicism, comes from within, through the ability to control one's thoughts, emotions, and reactions to life's challenges. Imagine that you are offered a large sum of money in exchange for compromising your values. While the external rewards may seem tempting, a Stoic would remind you that true freedom lies in the ability to make decisions based on your internal values, not external incentives. In today's world, where consumerism often dictates our desires, this principle encourages us to reassess what truly brings us freedom and peace. True inner freedom can come from practicing self-discipline, living authentically, and aligning our actions with our values. Accept death as part of life. For the Stoics, accepting death was not a morbid exercise but a way to fully appreciate life. By recognizing the inevitability of death, we learn to live each day to its fullest and to prioritize what truly matters. This does not mean seeking death but rather accepting it as a natural part of the human experience. Steve Jobs, during his battle with cancer, expressed a profound sense of clarity about his life's priorities. Knowing that his time was limited helped him to focus on what was most important, creating meaningful work, cherishing relationships, and living in alignment with his values. By reflecting on death, we are reminded of the impermanence of life. This can inspire us to live with more intention, appreciate each day, and focus on what truly matters, rather than getting caught up in trivial concerns. Develop self-reliance. The Stoics believed in the power of self-reliance, the ability to depend on yourself rather than seeking validation or support from external sources. Self-reliance builds inner strength, independence, and resilience. Imagine a person facing a personal crisis, such as the loss of a job or a breakup. Instead of relying on others to help them through the situation, a Stoic would encourage self-reliance, finding strength within themselves to overcome the challenge. In a society that often promotes dependency on others or external systems for happiness and fulfillment, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-reliance. By developing our inner strength and resilience, we can weather any storm with confidence. To conclude, by incorporating these 11 Stoic principles into your life, you can cultivate greater resilience, clarity, and purpose. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for navigating the challenges of modern life, from the pressures of the hustle culture to the distractions of social media. Whether you're seeking to improve your mindset, relationships, or overall well-being, the Stoics have a timeless wisdom that is just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Incorporating Stoic practices like focusing on what you can control, accepting adversity as a teacher, and practicing gratitude can lead to profound life transformation. By pursuing wisdom and living according to virtue, you'll not only navigate life's challenges more effectively but also build a lasting sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice of Stoic principles, you can gradually shape a life that reflects your highest values and aspirations. Through every obstacle, challenge, or joy, Stoicism offers a guiding light, helping you embrace the journey with wisdom, strength, and grace. Thank you for exploring these ideas with me. If you found this approach helpful, consider subscribing for more insights on living a balanced, fulfilling life for Stoic principles, and remember, true wealth is not measured by what you have, it's measured by how deeply you live. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share and subscribe. Let's continue learning and growing together on this journey of 11 Stoic principles for life transformation.